All right, we don't have anybody on the citizens comment list.
What? Peggy didn't sign up? Wow.
I wouldn't
This
listen.
never stopped me before.
Dagger eyes, dagger eyes.
I wouldn't listen to you anyway.
And
Shut up, Sherry. That's all crazy.
so, agenda number 4 is Patrick Bossier's statistic report. He is not here. He has a thing tomorrow, and he's not going to be able to be here for it. So, if you want to review his monthly report there. Notably for me when I saw this was nothing out of line. No mutual age out of line. They get a lot of more for some
We're
stuff.
fixing to get better reports at the end of the next month anyway.
Okay. That's a good report though.
Yeah?
This says a lot.
This is a lot, yeah, right. I want to know what the 2 are over by us, man. Who did you call them? Did we? Who's over there?
Me.
I think Heather called or something.
Yeah. She's gone.
Oh, somebody ran through the fence over there.
Somebody what?
Ran through the fence. They were a little altered.
Where at?
I think that was last month right there at 660 and R Road.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, heavy gone. Got it.
Some people come down 654.
Yeah, they
Heavy
did.
trucks.
They did our road at 5710. They ran in my neighbor's fence at the end of the road. Plowed right through it.
Okay, anything notable for anybody on this?
Covered the key point.
That was for me, yeah. I mean, so this is good action on it. They shifted that. You can help me to go and have a discussion with my friend. And David, I'm sorry, I did not put you on here, but
No, he's here for Chief Cook. He's our rep for Chief
but
Cook.
there's nothing on there for.
Yes, there is. The striping of the ambulances and the purchase of the used ambulance.
I neglected to put it on here, but what I wanted him to do was
You didn't put the purchase of the used ambulance on it?
no, that's on.
You told me you were going to do
I
that.
did that.
Okay.
Kind of details out the
You
other.
what? Okay. Anyway. No, what I was I wanted him to share with us his progress report and where we're at. And
Well, he can do it under Pat's report because he was part of that.
that's what I just said. Then.
Sir, okay?
We're just treasurer, okay?
I'm just the treasurer. That's right.
I'll preside.
I ain't nobody.
This is being counted.
Okay. So can you please share just where we're at
Need
for
your signature.
I have it's not too long on Chief's report, but I can give you some.
Yeah, sure.
I had a meeting with you regarding
Yeah,
the
yeah.
timeline. Where we're at, I can go over that if you want me to.
That's great. Yeah, I want to make sure everybody understands where we are and anything else we're outstanding on.
Okay. One second. The 2 units that were here, they were expected to be gone and back by the 30th.
What 2 units are you talking about?
The ESD4 units.
Oh, did y'all
So Allegiance was informed that they don't need to operate out of those.
Right, y'all have them.
We
Yes.
have them at Lacoste. Well, in the next couple of days, they're gonna go get set up for rebranding to get that ahead of the start date. The 2 cardiac monitors are there also. We did track down with some of you, the records. So we got those. There's 2 vents in the closet in here that are your property.
Are y'all not going to use those?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So they're good to go, they're serviced, have the records
Are y'all gonna purchase IV pumps? Because we don't
Yes.
have them? Okay.
They're under order. By a week ago, we were supposed to have all the EMS equipment ordered. It's in the station at, station 20 as we speak.
So your guys at 20 are gonna load that up in those units so they're ready to go on the first?
They will.
Okay.
That'll be done probably a week ahead of time. We'll be fully stocked, ready to go. That way on the morning of the first at 0600, we're ready to go and ready for response.
And y'all have hired staff already?
So we did interviews on the 29th and 30th for the paramedics.
He wants to, oh, for the paramedics.
Had 16, did interviews, we hired 13. They've accepted offers. They'll start their pre-employment in the next week.
Great.
Yeah.
So you got 13 paramedics go on the fire units also?
No, they're paramedic only. 2 days later, we interviewed for firefighter EMTs and waiting to put out offers to them for employment.
Nice.
Changes.
Starting tomorrow and Friday, we're doing officer position interviews. So we'll have those ahead of time also. Did get all the units in the PS Tracks, which is our tracking system. So every morning they'll go through that check, whichever unit it is, ambulance or engine, has every single line item in there checked, and keep track of that. That way we can go back for maintenance issues.
Y'all got state license and everything's ready to rock and roll?
Yes.
Cool.
I sent him, the only thing we need is the affidavit from you guys stating that we can operate those ambulances under our license.
That's what you sent me, right?
I sent that to you.
I'll get that out to you now.
I do have all the titles for those units, if you need them, because it's gonna need VIN, license plate, all that on it.
Yeah, I sent that to you,
Yeah,
right?
I do.
Yeah.
Is there anything you need on those that's outstanding in order to make it work? Okay.
Equipment's there, we're ready to go. Just waiting on the rebranding.
So with that, I don't know if y'all got a chance to read the email. Chief Cook is going to take over the insurance for the ESDs for our SUV. He's going to take over the cell phone and iPads that are in the units, and the cost for the CAD system in the units. And I sent y'all what that is going to save us. It's going to save us probably about $4,000 a year.
Yep.
Good job.
Not me. I just trying to pass as much stuff as I can out of our deal.
Any, you guys have any questions from the chief? Okay.
I do have
Chief, thanks for the information.
I have some information on operations
Okay.
on the timeline on that. Just kind of a needs assessment of where we're at with the response of the ambulances. Kind of log some stats for you. On 10/1, we went 4 hours without EMS coverage in the city of Devine and Natalia. Guys are running their butts off on the ambulance. There's nothing they can do about getting calls and having to go downtown, but it was a solid 4 hours without any kind of coverage.
So with that, let me ask you, were you watching the times that they were sitting at the hospitals or out of service? Okay.
10/2 from 11:30 a.m. to 4 o'clock without coverage. Chief Cook and I covered calls in the city, first responding, waiting on mutual aid to respond.
Was that in Devine?
That's in Devine and Natalia.
So was the engine sent on those calls with no coverage?
They were.
Okay.
So all 3 units were pretty much everywhere responding to calls, so they at least have something. So 10/3, we had a pretty good day. At 1229 mutual aid, the light on left 1A, that's covering Devine and Natalia. The other unit dropped a call at 1300, leaving no coverage. Engine responded to calls alone. Medic 40 returned to service, covered calls for mutual aid, but was immediately sent for another call. So from 1229 to 1600, no coverage. It was just us and then 10-5, 15-15 to 1900, transported 2 burn victims from that structure fire. Both units had to take them, each had a patient, so at that time we were.
I'm telling you, great save. Your guys, great save.
Real proud of them.
We are too.
So that's a once in a lifetime, a once in a career.
I gotta say that I started in the fire department in 1981 and have never had a save like that. I congratulate y'all.
It was awesome. 10-6, we had the NBA at 173 North near the county line, close to Bigfoot up there. One problem we did have with some you were just talking about and some of the kind of shoot times out here was our engine made it to that call as they were passing around by here.
I noticed the engine made the call just now. I drove by him and I saw EMS headed that way just out of the station when they made the scene.
That's the one I wanted to address today was 8240 at a call at 1626. They were all the way downtown. They're probably still there right now. But I haven't looked at that. But 1704, the other unit had a response and they went to Hondo to the hospital. They were there for 25 minutes at the hospital. During that time, dropped another call in Natalia. And I mapped it out. It was a 24-minute response time from where they were at to this call. So it was kind of in Natalia, but I sent my engine just to at least have some coverage.
24 minutes from the hospital is pretty good.
Yeah, but you kind of tie in that 25 minutes while they were at the hospital, that cuts it in half.
So your crew is gonna have, what is your crew's gonna have? Are they gonna have 20 minutes at the hospital and they have to contact you, or how's your policy go?
It's 20 minutes. It's 20 minutes on scene, or they have to contact me to let me know that we're going to be delayed. Same thing at the hospital.
Okay.
And it has to be extenuating circumstances for their.
Well, I mean, if they can't get a bed, they're
Yeah,
stuck.
that's understandable.
Right.
They give me a call. Okay, cool. I get it.
Yeah.
But we need to work on getting them out and get it ready for the next call. Because the citizens don't have anything to cover.
No, I got you. I got you. I did
So,
a long time in San Antonio. I understand the game. Yeah.
so that's where we're at on that. So,
What's your mitigation strategies for that? As you get the reins and this is your show, you know.
well, like we were just talking about, we have policies about getting out of the hospital as quick as we can and get ready for that next call.
So when they're stuck at the hospital, I mean, sometimes the hospital, like, you're gonna get on the wall and you're gonna wait. Do y'all go to the hospital and start talking to the staff? What do y'all do for that? Because when I was in San Antonio, the lieutenant would show up and say, look, we gotta get out of here.
Yeah. One thing that we're gonna deal with that is that also leaves me not able to respond to call, to
Right.
first responder calls. So I have to go all the way up there and tell them to hurry up. Well, that leaves another unit out of service.
Right. But is that your policy? Is if they're stuck, they're telling you, look, they're putting me on the wall and I gotta wait?
There's nothing we can do about it then.
Y'all don't go talk to staff, or you don't call them, or what?
I'll call them.
Okay,
But I'm not going up there and leaving the city uncovered.
right. All right.
So,
Do you think there's anything we'd be able to do once you guys are up and running, really full force, ready to go, and you've got some couple of months under your belts here to engage that volunteer side on the coverage, and it may be with on the fire side with an engine or response, or with our guys, and then we acknowledge that there's going to come a point where as we continue to grow in the area, that we're gonna need another unit here, and we're just gonna be looking at that closely.
With y'all,
So it's just, yeah, and that's what we need to look, that's the numbers, that's the kind of stuff that we really need your guys' insights on, is to, it's gonna happen just because of the growth, but it's a numbers game.
Oh, yeah. But for the structure fire, for instance, we had me, Chief Cook, Chief Windsor, and the engine out there, and then obviously the ambulances with those patients. Well, we had 2 volunteers at the station standing by also.
Okay.
So,
and you'll have Natalia helping you, right?
yeah, absolutely.
Right.
But I'm saying that there was a medical call while those ambulances were out. We had 2 volunteers that were at the station that actually did respond to a call,
Okay.
to a medical call.
Yeah.
So at least we had something.
So I know that the fire side is not our deal, but how are you working with are y'all coming up with policies for the volunteers and stuff like that?
What do you mean?
For bringing on volunteers? I know you're working with Scott, and are y'all trying to bring more people back on?
I've had a lot of conversations over the last week or two, kind of easing some concerns that, hey, we want volunteers here. You know, we need you here.
Right.
So, and it was almost like they thought we were mad at them or something.
They thought what?
We were mad at them or something.
Yeah.
And then we
Scott?
No, all the volunteers. The young
Because,
guys.
and like I talked to Scott, I know this is off subject, but like I talked to Scott, is that the administration of the fire department did a poor job with the ESD, and so that left the ESD with hard feelings, and they had to make a move to fix the problems with the administration. And the volunteers, those people that were working there, they think they got caught up in the game. Really, they weren't. It was about the administration and about them not providing finances to the ESD, that they went this route, that they needed to go. Thank God they did. It's a blessing, and we've created careers in the city of Devine for fire and EMS. That's retirement and everything. You can't get better than that. So the history page is turned, and I think that those people, including Scott, Scott's my neighbor. We talk constantly. So the ones that are good will return, and you'll be able to decide who's good and not. So
We have 6 or 8 that are going to be good
Yeah.
volunteers. We have one that's coming tomorrow to help with the PR event at the elementary school. So they're there, they're want to contribute, and they're going to help this ESD.
That's what that was my next one. Is so the guys that are on the volunteer side, the guys and girls who are on the volunteer side, they're going to be fire and EMS.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So let me ask you with that, we're talking about purchasing a reserve unit.
Right.
If we put a reserve unit over there, would that unit be able to respond to calls with volunteers on board that you authorize?
They'd have to put the application in through the ESD1 program. They'd have to pass the tests and all that. And
Right.
they'd be good to go then.
Well, so I'm just trying to think ahead of the
That's
game.
exactly where I was going with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
They're going to be held to the same standard, but we want them to come and do that.
So potentially, we could have a third unit sitting over there that could be manned with volunteers to
Right.
pop out the door if they needed to. Or be brought on, so if units were out, you could bring them on, page them out, however you're gonna do it, to stand by until the unit comes back.
I hope we get there.
Or they can do the aspirin calls,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. I know we talked about this before. I want to be really sure that we're not taxing their resources over there from our people. So please, this is something we have to watch very closely, because things are just going to get amalgamated and kind of, you know. I want to make sure that we've got, you got a close look at it. That okay, we're not like taking too much of their resources over there from our crews, and it's a good. I want to make sure there's a good balance there for it. That again, that we're not overtaxing them. So that the perception that's what I'm concerned about with if we take an EMS crew as volunteers and at, oh, well, those are our volunteers. And I just want to be sure we're not, we're providing the service, but really the important thing is that we're providing those volunteers the opportunities to get out there and serve the community more. And I think it's going to be an ongoing conversation with their crew, your crew, and then that we're not taxing again, because if our guys are going to be working over there, out of there, then we need to pay
Well,
bills.
on the flip point is, we're planning to put an engine over here.
We are. That's a parking spot.
Yeah.
You know, but yes, I acknowledge. I just want to make sure that we're not, nobody feels like, dude, you totally took advantage of us here, so.
Well, what I think we should do in the future is establish some kind of communications where we have maybe a monthly meeting with ESD2.
Sure.
And we sit down and figure out what we're doing.
I think we have a ways to go until we get to that point,
I'm there, yeah.
just because the instability of it right now. There's a lot of conversations that have to be had, and it's uneasy right now.
On your side, on the fire side.
Yes. For them to be able to cover that ambulance, it's not gonna happen right now.
Okay.
No, I'm not expecting that to happen tomorrow, but I mean, yeah, uneasy as far as what, when you say that?
Feelings they have towards this whole situation.
Oh,
So,
I'm excited.
yeah,
I think they're excited too. The board's excited over there. So I think their feelings are hurt because of the whole, I understand the whole situation, but I think hopefully they'll realize it wasn't about them. It was about the administration of the nonprofit.
It was never personal, it's just business.
Right. That's right.
but it's
Hard to take in small towns.
But it's also,
Yeah.
you know, as well as anybody, this is still a brotherhood and sisterhood.
Well,
And so we gotta take care of each other, and I want them to know that, hey, this is all brotherhood and we need to all help each other. Something may have happened before, that's not what we're doing now, and I wanna ease those concerns to help.
so the youngsters may feel that way, but I did 31 years over there.
Yeah.
I mean, our family name is on that building. And I'm so excited about this. So excited.
You got any more, Dave?
Just that picture, if you
Okay.
wanna look at that.
You were gonna talk about, hospital times. You were gonna get to that
What do you mean?
for the ambulances. You said you were, in your report, you were gonna talk about
That was the 25 minutes.
overall. That's about how long they're staying at the hospital.
It varies, sometimes they're out of there quick, but, I'll look right now.
Is that typical for all the hospitals, or is that just Concord?
We looked at 8240 was downtown San Antonio at peak time. That's a 3-hour trip there and back.
Yeah, but how long are they at the hospital? Sorry.
Before the meeting started, about 20 minutes is what I was looking at this.
So if you're there less than 40 minutes, as busy as it can be during the day, I think that's pretty good. I mean, you are going to try to push your units out in 20. I've been stuck at the hospital a lot longer, having to call my supervisor and let them know and stuff like that. So they'll be watching.
Yep.
I was just curious as to whether it was a bigger problem specifically in Honda.
Yeah. The days of going there and dropping your patient off and getting back in the ambulance, they're long gone.
It would be nice, but it's so packed.
Yeah.
That shit there, your whole shift.
But what do we do to solve that?
Yeah, that's my bigger question is there systems that we can put in place, or is there something that we can have agreements, program, and something? Is there something that we can do with the hospitals that they would feel comfortable with, protocols or?
Well, the problem is that the fight is once you get on the hospital grounds after their patient, they're so understaffed and overpopulated that for them to put a patient in a bed and take charge of that patient, sometimes that time gets extended.
Sure.
So it is a tough situation. Now, for the non-emergent calls, that's when the home health or whatever you call it, MIH, mobile integrated health systems, that's where those help out. But actually getting at the hospital and having to wait, man, San Antonio's been trying to solve that for years. If they have the staff, that's great. You know, I've gone into hospitals and they've had 15 beds open and you're like, okay, something's not right here. They're just we don't want the patient, we're just gonna make you wait. But I've been in the hospital when every bed's full and they got people in the hallways. So when that situation occurs, you're just stuck.
When you get to the hospital, it's their game.
Yeah.
It just becomes later.
Do we decide which hospital we're taking them to?
Usually, it's the patient has doctors that have privileges at that hospital, and that's where they want to go. Now, if it's trauma, obviously, right, you're going to go to a trauma center. So they don't have a choice in that. But if it's cardiac or whatever, then they will have a choice because their doctor has privileges. Now, you'd hope, and I know that's probably coming, that the medics will say, no, you're going to need a cath lab, and this hospital doesn't have that. We're going to take you to another hospital. So I'm sure that's going to change. But you're kind of, people go where their doctors have privileges because they do follow up.
Okay.
Right, don't worry about cath lab, stroke center, trauma, burn, child. It just depends on what kind of call it is where they go.
Yeah, those the medics will make the decision on what hospital to go to.
Okay. Well, I think it's something to investigate more. It's just, yeah, I think it's something to dig into a little bit more in time. Okay. Is there anything more, gentlemen? Thanks, Chief. Appreciate your time on that. Okay.
One other thing.
Oh, go ahead.
Chief Cook wanted to know, needed to discuss the website, see if y'all would like us to, or y'all to put a link to our website for legal data and such.
I will have to get with him to get his IT person to show me how to do a link to your website. I have just accomplished being able to do things on our own website. So, yes, we will do that.
I think my sense is once you guys are up and running on it, that we would like to hand those things off to you guys.
Okay.
You handle it. Branding's good, you know. Branding should be consistent, but we're still going to need our own separate just to make sure we have our meeting notices of things and ensure. But we can have some offline conversations about what exactly needs to be on ours versus vice yours and that kind of thing.
So I will take up the website link stuff because I'm the one that's kind of doing our stuff on our website. I've figured it out now. I know how to do it.
Wow. Something about.
Until somebody says, no, you can't do that, it hadn't been authorized yet.
Keep going.
Uh-huh.
Okay. More good? Okay. Thanks. Let's move on to agenda item number 5. August minutes, and then right after that is going to be September minutes. I've provided copies of each of those for you.
So you have August, the budget meeting and...
I did not have the budget meeting. Gosh, no, I just have the regular meeting. I can pull the budget meeting, but...
We need to approve that tonight because I need to get the budget on the website. Because you didn't specifically say, so we need to approve both, if you would. And we set the tax rate, so we've got to get that officially to the county.
Okay, I don't see August. Pull it off the web.
Nope, you told me not to put it up there.
No. We had it, the meeting, the minutes we had. Or it was the budget meeting.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I don't even have it then. Do you have it? The budget worksheet?
I do not have it because you told me to pull it down.
Yeah, you have a copy of it on the other computer?
Yes, but I didn't bring my computer.
Okay, I can't do anything about it right now. I don't have that. So we cannot approve that right now.
Okay. Then I would ask that we have like 5-minute meeting maybe next week sometime so that we can get that up. Because we really got to get that to the official to the
Let's get that at
county.
the very end on our
Okay.
round room comments, a piece of it. Okay.
I'll make a motion that we accept and approve the August and September minutes for our meeting.
I was thinking.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Okay, you want to run financial reports?
Sure. I've sent y'all a copy of our financial report with the P&L and everything for the year. Let's start with the good news first. So the good news is, one, I've already talked about ESD1 taking over those deals. AT&T has canceled 2 of the 4 service contracts that we have. 2 of them were for internet, and they backdated those till February, so we should get checks back from March to date for the 2 internet accounts. The other 2 accounts are going to be backdated to February also. When they finally complete, we'll get credit for the payments that we've made. Vector Solutions is a training company. I argued with them over several emails, and you approved me to send that to Ken. Ken said he's received that, and he has emailed them. He's not gotten anything back. I've sent a written notice to IRS and the Texas Workers' Comp Commission that we do not have employees for the at the end of the second quarter. So this quarter we don't have employees, and that should end. The dental and vision plan from Emeritus Insurance has been canceled. A company called ESO, which was providing subscription for us to be able to do patient reporting for a cost of $7,693 a year, has been canceled.
For what was it?
It was a patient reporting system that Jason had signed up for, so he could do, and that was for one system to be able to do patient reporting. So that's been canceled. The Texas Class Investment Program, I've got the signature page. I need signatures for that so that I can
We've got that.
send that. And so all the other financial information I've sent out. Any questions on, other than the financial stuff, any questions on the other stuff that I was talking about?
So the AT&T stuff in our budget, are we gonna have to do amend our budget again because of that?
No.
Okay.
We should get back pay and there should be a payoff. Now, they have not provided a service contract saying what the payoff is. I've already talked to Ken about that. And so if they demand payment for a payoff, I'll send that to Ken and he will take care of whether or not we're actually liable for a payoff at the end of the term.
Yeah.
Because I can't find any of the service Tony, do you know when the fiber was installed here by chance? Was that before your time?
No. Because I've been here since 2020. It was about 24 would have been when we shut everything down. So it would have been early 24.
Okay, so I'm still digging for a
I
contract.
think, yeah, there should be a contract. It's going to be late 23. And then, because we had to wait, but they weren't going to start billing us until it was installed. And then when they did get it installed, they wanted to go back to the first of the year, and it was like, wait a minute, if we didn't have an internet service, there's no way.
So you guys did that, you said you did that in 2024?
Uh-huh.
Was that in anticipation of doing
Right.
that? Okay, got it.
Yeah, because you gotta have decent internet.
Sure, yeah.
what was out here wasn't,
I completely understand, yeah, no, it's just, that, now that that's,
but yeah.
that makes sense, okay. So we only had it for roughly a year then?
Right. We had it less than a year. Oh, yeah, we had it a year.
Okay.
So we'll see what they come up with the number, and if we owe money, if it's not a big number, then the money that we've saved so far will pay for that. If it is a big number, then I'll send that to Ken and let him fight that out.
Deal, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so let's go over the profit and loss for the whole year, October 24 to 25. And you can see that the final number shows that we have a net income of $300,071 and
Yeah, $429.90.
yes,
yeah.
$429.41.
What page is that on, Pat?
That's on page 3 of this. Here you go.
Well, I'm looking at what you sent me. Okay.
Well, I hate looking at my phone to try to figure out something. If you look at the last page, it'll show you what the net income is.
So that's as of last month, we
The
are
close of the year.
net 371,000.
Yes,
Okay. And what's the recommendation on, is that just gonna go to retained earnings?
yes. That'll be invested. Once I get the signature for Texas class, it'll be invested.
Got it.
And then that gives us money as we're gonna talk about the possibility of purchasing a reserve unit and doing the fixes on the units we have.
We budgeted for that though, didn't we?
I put it in the budget. We didn't approve that as a line item. We approved the budget as a whole, but we did not approve the possibility of a purchase of, because I had other possibilities of a third unit or a peak unit. I had those numbers in there.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But we have 1.2 in the bank and we have 371,000 carried over. So we have the money to do it.
Yeah, I'm there, it's just, I'm seeing what's coming, so I wanna make sure we've got it sitting there. And because the unit, we'll talk about that, it was roughly 50K or something.
That's coming.
Yeah, so, okay, got it.
$200,000 cheaper than the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot cheaper.
200,000.
I mean, there's gonna be some reliability issues there, I'm sure, but,
But if it's a backup, then
yeah, right. I mean, I paid $6,000 for a skid steer, but, I gotta change spooler valves on it, I've never tried that one.
you can't transport patients with skid steer.
Which I could. I could bury somebody if I had to. Don't piss me off. Okay, so that 371 that we're net again for the year, and that really comes down to things like we're not paying a chief anymore and all the other things.
Right.
Yeah.
We're not paying the insurance. We're not paying a lot of things.
But then we also have that hole that we have to make sure we're maintaining. for
Well,
these
so the
things.
budget had the 258 plus the other numbers that were there. There's a little bit of maybe a float that's gonna happen for the billing cycles and stuff like that, and we're gonna do the quarterly look at.
Mhm.
But for the new year, I mean, we're set.
We're okay. Yeah.
Yes.
And then, and again, what I'm referring to is looking ahead is, you know, Natalia's gonna cost us something, and then are we, you know, where we decide our next, you know, station's gonna be, that's gonna cost you. We're just gonna have to.
Like you and I discussed, we're not here to hoard money.
Yeah, no,
So
we're
that puts us
not here to
at-
hoard. I wanna make sure that we've got that reserved, and there's come hell or high water, we would never ever want to go back out to the public and say, hey, we need more money.
No,
So,
no, that puts us at 1.5.
Yeah, okay.
The beverage bar never did, so,
It didn't sell, they leased it out, yeah,
oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
So it was all repainted.
yeah. Somebody's going in there to sell some more beers.
Another drive-through. So, The balance sheet, if you look at the balance sheet, got it? Shows,
Yeah, the balance sheet was the first one. Yeah, got it.
yeah, it shows that we have 1.25 million in the bank.
Yeah.
With 300,000 carryover, that should put us at 1.5. And as we discussed, we're not here to hoard money. We're
Okay.
here to make sure that we stay in the red, or in the
black.
good, in the black. And so we have money that we can do the things that we need to do.
Correct.
But I think we need to rock and break the suction when it comes to the Natalia building.
Yes.
We need what?
Move forward.
Oh,
move forward.
we are. We're actually going to chat that once we're going along here.
Okay, and I've given you also the bank statements. I want to say that all of the accounts are now reconciled up to date, and these numbers are exact that I'm showing you in the statements, and I've given you the copy of the reconciliation reports for each account.
Yeah. Gentlemen, have any comments? Discussion? And just to be sure, the reason we've got,
4 bank accounts?
yeah, is,
So the
is that quarter mil thing or whatever?
The security service was a money market account.
Yeah, I see that.
That's, all these accounts are paying this terrible interest rate.
Correct, yeah.
Less than 0.25%. So when we invest in Texas class, that should bring us up to 4 to 4.5%.
Wait a minute, where is our 1.5?
It's in all of the accounts.
So I'm looking at,
It's a total of all the accounts.
I'm looking at 6, 7, 750, 200, and I'm only seeing about 1.1.
370 and
370, 371, 248, and 126. That's 1.1 roughly.
there's 434,000
Which one is that?
in the Texan account. 405.
That says 371 here, that's why. That's where I'm at.
Okay, so I printed that. I didn't cover the period that this covers. This covers 434. This is the ending balance and
That's 930, this is 10.2.
oh, so I messed up and printed the whole. This is 930. So this is the balance right there. Yeah.
So these checks cleared then? Is that what
Yes,
it
they
is?
cleared, and that's why that's not that amount. My bad.
Okay, it's okay.
I didn't realize that I'd taken that all the way to that month.
So this is actually where we're at, the threes again.
Yes. Well, as of 10/2, we're getting money in that account from taxes.
From sales tax.
From this is got money coming in from property tax. There's one of these accounts is getting sales tax. She separated the two so that
It's the one that says sales tax.
yeah. There you go. All right.
Okay, so to be clear, how much are we gonna be putting into Texas class? What's the intent?
Y'all approved $930,000.
Okay. And then we have no issue of that coming in and out, no, that, remember that? There's
No, Texas class does to wash money in and out every day on a daily basis,
Okay,
if we need to. So the game plan was to leave the operating account alone and let it float the taxes in and out of it, pull the money out of the other 3 accounts and put it in Texas class for an investment of 4.5%.
so how's that gonna, so are we gonna transfer the sales tax account over to,
No, the sales tax account, I'm gonna leave alone. I'm gonna leave it open with a couple of $1,000 and let that float in there.
Because we're like 120,000, I think is it?
Yeah. And,
No,
and
248, I'm sorry.
And as that builds to whatever amount that we say, that money we'll transfer that money into Texas class if we want to do that. Or if you get approval for the other thing, then
Yeah.
we can look at that.
So is there any reason to keep anything in that account that?
Yes, we have to keep the account open so that that's where the state is going to
Yeah.
deposit the amount.
So what's that number?
I'll ask the bank what that number is to keep it open.
My sense is that whatever the maintenance number is, if it's, say it's $1,000, we just keep $1,000 there, and then we just check it once a
Right.
month and then pull it, dump it over to so we can get a better yield on it.
Yeah, I now have access to all the accounts, so I'm good on that.
It's taking months to unscrew all this stuff, or not unscrew it, but kind of wrap our arms around it.
Right.
I get it. Okay, do you gentlemen have any questions about it? You good? Okay.
Do you need a motion?
We do need a motion to approve the agenda item number 5C. That's to approve the financial reports.
So I'll make a motion that we approve the financial report.
Say.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. All right, with that, we are going to go into, let's see, we're going to go to agenda item number 6A, and that's my review on the operational transition, which we already walked through, but there was one thing I wanted to talk about, which was, and you and I already discussed, was your assistant chief, and having him come in. Is assistant chief or deputy chief? Deputy chief. What's Sarah? Is she an assistant or is she deputy?
Oh, assistant.
She's an assistant. So your deputy chief is your guy who's the sub or the general
Yes.
contractor. Okay. So what's that going to look like? Because we want to get on and execute Natalia as soon as we possibly can.
Okay.
So I think maybe that's just a discussion that we got to have with him and say when can we make this happen, and what are we looking at?
He's almost complete with the rebuild at Station 10.
Which is in Michael.
No, that's the Castroville. And then he also is almost done with the micro station as well. With the build on. After that, he should be freed up.
Okay, can you please work with him on that one? Figure out a good date time that you can call me in and say, hey, come out here for this one, so we can get this thing. We need to execute.
Okay.
We
Do you have a timeline on
yesterday.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Sorry. 2 weeks ago.
6 years ago, actually.
You want me to call and ask Natalia what they think?
that? All right. I'll get with you tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you. And then just please text me and I'll make myself available usually.
Okay.
Just means I may be covered in chicken, but that's it.
Okay. What? Nothing?
Yeah. Tomorrow, you want to come process it?
No, I have my own thing to do tomorrow, sir.
Anybody want to process tomorrow?
I'm doing houses, sir, houses.
I feed people. I'm just a slumlord.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's go to, we're going to, agenda number 6B, Jerry's asked to put that at the very, very end. So we're going to, did you already talk through Zoll contract?
Nope, haven't done
Okay,
that.
please go with that one.
So Chief Cook is still working with Zoll, trying to get that contract. Has he given you any information? Okay. So we're holding off on paying that bill until he can get that negotiated. He's given them the option of returning the units that we have and buying refurbished units, and they don't like that option. So they're trying to work on the price that we owe.
Okay.
So he's doing very well on that. So we're holding off on making that payment.
Okay. And I will put it back on the agenda for next month.
Sure.
And we'll review that again.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to talk about Texas Class at all?
I
We
talked
already-
about Texas Class, we're moving forward with that. As soon as I get this document signed and given to me, then I will finish the paperwork, and I will hope that I can get us in there next week.
Okay. Good. All right, agenda number 7A. We want to authorize board treasurer to identify and purchase the used ambulance for use as a reserve unit. You
I
want to
make a
talk-
motion that we move forward with that. So
Do
the
you need
reserve
comments
unit,
on it?
Well, yeah,
Okay.
the reserve unit that's been proposed from Chief Cook is, and I'm sure Chief Powers has some more information on that. It's about 50,000, right? And it has all the setup for us to be able to just move stuff into that unit and rock and roll with it.
what about the mechanicals?
It has, how many thousand miles on it?
151.
Yeah, 151,000 for diesel. That's not bad. It's an extended box, so they can fit all the equipment in there. And I think we have a spare, if I'm not mistaken, we have a spare striker stretcher that'll fit in there, right? So all it needs is outfitted and it's ready to roll.
Has it been gone over by,
He's gone up there and looked at the unit. As a matter of fact, there was 2 of them sitting there. He's buying the other unit that was there that cost him for his reserve. And so it'd be ready to rock and roll. There it is, right there. It's already read.
It's the same thing we've got right now?
No.
It's not.
It's a Frazier, but it's an extended box.
Okay.
So it has more room in there.
Discussion?
I think it's a good idea, just because stuff breaks, stuff has to be serviced, stuff has to be striped.
Well, I think there's no doubt that we do need an extra unit. It's
And
just-
then eventually we're gonna need it to run.
We are, yeah, and the extra unit, we were able to cover that previously with Allegiance contract, and then they were to provide, backups. So we don't have that luxury anymore, so we need to make sure we do that. And then this thing would be stationed over at 2, is that correct? Or,
They're tight on room over there, so
Okay.
if we move the Devine unit, and this is just me talking, right? We haven't set this yet, but if we move the Devine unit over to the fire station, then we'd have room for that unit to be here. The command vehicle's still gonna be here, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, and then if and when we get this Natalia unit, in Natalia, we have an extra bay.
Right.
So if we move Devine over there, when that all is done, then we have a bay for the spare, and then we can move forward with opening up for a fire truck over here, for the unit on this side of the tracks, and we can move forward with all those other things.
okay.
So the ask is that y'all approve this up to $50,000 because the price, they're still working, he's still negotiating with them on the price, and he said it'd be no more than 50. That y'all approve this up to $50,000 that I can negotiate this with Chief Cook to buy the unit.
up to, I don't have a problem with up to.
Up to 50, right?
I'll make a motion that we
All right, Tony, motion.
approve it, but it's capped at 50.
I'll second that.
I could have it outfitted in under a week.
I'm sorry?
I could have it outfitted in under a week. Fully stocked.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, so carried. Okay, then, are you good with that? You'll do it?
I'm good.
Okay. Agenda item 7C, that's just a review of.
Wait, we got 6B. 7B.
Oh, sorry,
Rebranding.
I thought we already authorized that, but go ahead.
We authorized the purchase of a spare. What, do you know what the rebranding of the units are gonna cost, the 2 units that we have?
I do not, I can get that for you.
Do you have an estimate? A high estimate?
8,500?
$8,500 to rebrand them. That's
Both
just
of-
stickers.
Both of them, or just one?
Each.
Each.
Stickers. Expensive stickers.
Is that include a wrap, or is that just the
That's that
sticker?
picture.
Just a picture? Okay.
It's like
And then
taking off some-
obviously the rear also.
You wanted that blue and red, like your guys' are, or what?
Well, they actually wanted to wrap it or paint it, but this is to do for now.
Okay.
Painting was around 15
A piece.
Yeah.
a piece.
I got it.
Yeah, no.
I'm pretty good. Good. Roller.
Get the guys that paint the railroad cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys are great. There's some talent on some of those dudes, yeah.
So with that, for rebranding, I would like an authorization of up to
17,000.
17.5
17.5 for both of the current units
to be rebranded,
to be rebranded.
and hopefully we'll come in lower than that.
You can make that into a motion.
I would like to make that as a motion.
Open to discussion on that one,
I think it's fair and reasonable.
okay?
I'll second it.
I'm hoping that he can get us a better deal.
Okay.
I would not put it past them.
Say 17.5,
Yes.
okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, so carried. Okay, so I'm just gonna give a quick review on current and projected open board positions. Confirmed, you're neither of you are wanting to stay on?
Correct.
We were having this talk earlier, and if you guys have done so much already, so your
I spoke with Danny.
service community, yeah.
The other day, he has, 2 people to, take the mission forward. I told him he needed to do it pretty soon, and I'm sure he will. So he's got, 2 people that needs to be approved by the mission board.
When I spoke with the judge about it, and saying he actually said he's got 3. I have an email from Jen that I got to kick back to her on it. And I specifically asked again for Natalia, and he said that he's been chatting with Ms. Ruby about it. So that's what we need. She will advocate strongly for that community.
He
So,
has advocated strongly.
yeah, and that's
Years.
oh, we know that.
As long
And
as I
that's-
could-
this is the people you need to be able to be involved with, I believe. So so what the judge said was that we'll do a swearing in like on the first week of January, and then we'll be able to carry on from there. So the people will be identified prior to, and then they're welcome to come in and attend, just to kind of see how we screw things up around here.
Just gonna say, you let them have too much time, they're gonna back out, Steve.
What's that?
You let them have too much time to watch, they're gonna back out.
Yeah.
You're not gonna back out.
Yes.
Never know.
Her name's
You don't
Annette.
have any
Oh,
time to- You don't have any time to cross my mind.
So that is happening. So, and again, both of you, thank you for the service to the district.
Quitters.
Yeah, that's right.
Tough getting past 5 years.
Okay, and with that, we're going to go back to agenda item number 6B. Mr. Beck, would you like to discuss about the administrative assistant interviews?
The administrative assistant interviews. I went over there September the 24th at 10 o'clock and met with Clint. And at that time, I think he said they had 22 or something like that people apply.
Wow.
We looked at 7 or 8 of them. I was going to go on the rest of them. And we mutually agreed on 3 of them to interview. And on 1st of October, we had the interviews. I know a decision was made on the 24th of September, but we had the interviews, them interviewed, and, that was it.
Have you guys made a decision on this yet?
She started today.
What's that?
She started today,
Who was she?
Stephanie Pearls.
Okay. And is she gonna be working out of here, or what's?
Yes.
Okay. How do we gonna coordinate that one? Is there gonna be any issue with office space or anything else we were talking about?
We're good.
Okay.
Where is the office space gonna be? Where are you gonna be? So as we move the unit out, you and us are gonna be in the administrative stuff upstairs?
I'll be in and out.
Okay, because I've had this discussion with Steve. I gotta get this stuff out of my house. My wife is like, you gotta get this out of our house. So I needed administrative space for us to be able to, one of the rooms up there need to be an office for us.
Okay.
So if you want to leave her or whoever your admin person is downstairs, we have offices up there. That way we can be in communication with each other while you're here.
Okay.
That's what I'd like to do.
Yeah. So just as we transition over to Natalia, and we free up that space upstairs, we're able to redistribute the folks out there. We'll free up space upstairs, and the intent is that we move that and convert it over to office space, and then
Yeah, we just can't move this room.
cannot move this room.
Right, it's being
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Absolutely. And that was actually a concern I had for the administrative assistant. She's going to be down here. Yeah. Great.
And I think in the future, we need to discuss with two, as they build out over there for dorms, that two is able to meet in our building also.
Yeah.
And so, because they're on opposite day, they're on the third Tuesday, we're on the second Wednesday. So we could keep this as a full administrative building for both of us, and they'll need a place to be able to store their stuff also. Right, Jerry?
But so, I know those are some discussions preliminary discussions we need to have probably at the next meeting.
You guys are going to be building out dorms. That's the intent. Or
Yes. So the discussion,
Those are not conversations that have been had yet. There's been some
That's-
discussion,
and my,
unofficial stuff. So.
yeah, my apologies. I've had these discussions with Clint. We're
No,
thinking far ahead, is that as we move people over there, they're gonna need individual
let
dorms.
me ask this: you guys have any as far as you know with the crew that's over there? Do you guys have any reservations about doing that or doing what we're talking about?
Meaning here, using this as administration. Me personally, not speaking for the board,
Sure.
I don't see a problem with it. But I mean, that's, again, be a decision that we make as a board.
Absolutely, yeah.
But I don't see a problem with it.
And then if that's going to require more dorm space over there or be able to convert it,
And that's for more discussion.
well, I think if that's going to happen, then we have to fund that. That's on us.
If we put for our crews over there. But, so the deal is that they have individual dorms for a fire crew,
Yeah.
right? So what the discussion, not with ESD, what the discussion that Chief Cook and I have had is that the training room / meeting room that they have is that you box that off for individual dorms for their people, and the other half would be as they grow in staffing. If they go to 4-man staffing, they would need 2 more individual dorms.
Yeah.
And the days of us all quartering in the same room are long gone because of liability and all that other stuff.
We want to make appropriate accommodations.
Yes, because the old school way is not the way that it goes nowadays.
Ability.
We're lucky to have a freaking tent. 40 other guys. And
If you could only imagine. Yeah. So,
the box was hot last night. Yeah. Okay, I think that's just, I'm gonna get a hold of Todd and go have some coffee with him and chat about some stuff about ideas and that he can bring to them. And we have and then I can come back and we can have these kind of talks.
I'm sure Chief Cook has probably an agenda that he's gonna bring to us to discuss.
Oh, yeah, he's probably 6 months ahead of us right
I'm
now.
sure he is, I'm sure he is, so. I know-
Well, I guess, one of the comments to bring back to your team over there though is please, just if there's cost involved and it's for our crews, then it's on us, you know, obviously.
And I-
We never want
I
to.
think there's a lot of conversations gonna happen between both boards
Yeah.
that we need to partner on, so it's gonna be,
We
we're way in early on all this.
That's what I'm saying,
And I
yeah.
get that Chief Cook and Powers, they're working on all this 6 or 8 months down the road, but we just gotta start opening the dial up.
I think we really need to have a working group that we meet at least once a month with,
Yeah,
with
that's
two and with ESD1 so that we can keep things going.
Yeah, and that's where I'm at. Yep, got it. Okay. Okay, and with that, I don't think we need to go into no session for anything. I think we need to go home session. So
I agree.
I will take a
Motion
motion for adjournment.
adjourn? I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Well, before you adjourn, I need to announce my retirement effective immediately.
What?
I'm done.
Immediately, so it's sooner than December.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I always said October.
What's that?
I always said October.
Okay.
I'm done.
Yeah, he just- So you're resigning today?
I've just been saying that all along, because they were.
Yep.
Well, then, with that, I make a motion to accept Jerry's resignation.
Wish him the best of luck.
Hey, I'm retired.
So am I. What are you talking about?
We all are. Oh, no, you're not.
No, Tony's still working.
Tony still got a job.
Yeah, the rest of us don't.
Well, thank you for the time that you've been here. I can't say enough, so.
Appreciate it.
I'll still try not to run you over when I'm going down the road and you're walking.
Okay, good.
That's,
I'm trying real hard.
get him in the mirror.
Is that you who walks down the road?
Yep. The old guy with the hat on,
Yep.
walking real
Okay.
slow.
Makes sense.
Yeah. You should give him a little sirens.
Now that he's not a board member, you can swear.
While the ambulances are out there.
We'll see Morgan.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Wait, we got a motion to accept this.
Oh, yeah, motion to
resignation and
accept.
adjourn.
I'll second it.
Okay, second, and all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you, sir. And now for the motion to adjourn.
Well,
Huh?
I resigned, I can't vote in.
Yeah, you can't vote, not for you.